Purple Mentat here with my next attempt at a Apollo difficulty, massive map, standard pace, civilization beyond Earth Rising Tide. I am again going to play Hutama because I can usually do very well with him, despite my last showing. I'm again going to take Artist because that extra culture is very nice. I'm going to again take Continental Surveyor because my favorite map works well with that. I think I'm going to take Pioneering as my first tech. Skip the Free Worker. The Free Worker is what I used to go with all the time, but the Laboratory, the Pioneering, gives me a lot more science than this gives me production. And it saves me a lot of turns in the full build rush thing. And if I spend my first 3 cultures in Prosperity getting to the expedition, I'll go through the Free Worker anyway. And with explorers going every which way, that's fairly likely to happen. We are going to play in a fungal archipelago again, because I like them. I find that the quest from Lush is way too OP, getting to be able to leash colossal units early. I like the bonus food quest you get from the fungal place. The arid place gives you, I think, some sort of bonus, some sort of production. No, your military units are more powerful when your health is positive. And honestly, that's just boring, because in the mid-game, I know my health is going to be in the negatives. There's no avoiding that. And in the end game, I know my health is going to be above 50, so I'm going to always be positive. It's basically just an across-the-board military buff for the player that I don't think the AI is going to take real advantage of. I don't remember what the Primordial one is. Oh, yes, I do. The Primordial one is also fun. Actually, we'll do Primordial, because we did Fungal last time. Primordial, there are meteors from the sky. Alright, we're going to do a 5 billion year old. Sea level, medium, resources, legendary start. Yeah, I like all that. And we're going to have random teams. We're going to stick with the standard 8 because that was crowded enough last time, but one of these days I definitely want to do a 10-person mammoth, humongous game. Maybe I'll start that as like a marathon grind game sometime. We'll set it up to do 10 sponsors, humongous world, make it a lush one, why not, just so that it's as OP as possible. Set the game pace to epic and go for domination. And everything paused right there. I have no idea what that ended up looking like on the stream and the recording. So I apologize if that was kinda awful. Okay, Gabe. Get loaded. You can do it. Okay. That's weird. All that algae, though. It's a lot of food. I wish the algae would contribute further to food. Well, I think you get work barges on them, which give science or culture later on, so it's not terrible. Shell and coral for production, resin for production. Not what I would call a legendary start, but not bad. There's probably some titanium or petroleum nearby. We'll drop set down right there. I can already see that we have the hydrocoral brains. That's awesome. Alright, explore. Let's find the nearest resource pods. That one's like 9 turns away. That one's 6. That's for the B line as well. I think the 6 might win it. Do I see any... Ooh, there's a progenitor ruin 16 turns away. Yeah, never mind. If it's within 10, I'll go for it immediately. Otherwise, that's a bit of a run. I do like the progenitor rune, so I have the cool artifacts, and I didn't get to play with a cool artifact combo last time. I found one, I just did so poorly in the early game that I never even got to use it. Alright, we're going for that one. We're going to explore the land on the way over. And we're going to start on another explorer. Get some research going into the chemical arts, and then the engineering arts, most likely. I love the first 100 turns now. If the next expansion or DLC or whatever they release can address the last 100 turns, then the game will be awesome. Because the early game is great. The mid game is at least compelling. The end game, not so much. Like, the quest endings really need some work. Oh, good. I have a neighbor. In fact, the first person to land is a close neighbor. Good, you're way over there. I don't have to care about you for a long time. Ooh, you landed in the water. You are North Sea Alliance or Korea, aren't you? Ooh, Pylo energy. More science. Nice. Alright, I think now I start heading for that progenitor. Oh, actually, I'm closer to this one now, aren't I? Yes. That works. We shall explore along the way, grab any resource pods we can, and dig up that progenitor rune. In fact, we're going to detour up to there. Virtue time, 10% growth, please, or 10% food retained after growth, please. Perfect timing on that, too, just before the first growth. Tick. And in 7 turns, I will have worker. Ooh, you're right next to that other progenitor rune. Oh, there's 2. Well then. You are going to do basically the same thing. Run for the other progenitor rune and pick things up on the way. Could have a worker in 10 turns, but I'll have one in 6. Therefore, I will start building my trade depot. Or do I want another explorer first? Or do I want a really early colonist? I feel like this is too early for a colonist. Like, I don't even have anything explored yet. This will be done at 17. By then, I'll be almost grown again. Nice. Always love finding a resource pod right there. Sure thing, Brasilia. Drone hive mind. Nice. That might be part. Holy crow, that's a lot of ocean. Yikes, that is a lot of stuff. Engineering next. Yeah, engineering next. Gotta get that titanium on the map. Then maybe power systems so that I can upgrade my first units. I definitely want an aquatic settlement for my first city this time. Get that free patrol boat. Much better than a free marine. Marine, I end up sticking in a city and ignoring. Patrol boat could do a lot for me. Progress towards that progenitor rune. Or not. Wow, this place is choked with hydrocoral. News from the capital. Activists calling themselves a private militia have made a citizen's arrest. The criminal in question, a professional biologist by the name of Pierre Petrillo. The activist, a rogue researcher, tampering with a dangerous foreign substance. His story, a simple scientist experimenting with miasma in the privacy of his own residence. Petrillo claims he was learning more about the substance in an attempt to negate its harmful effects for colonists in the field. The militia's stated goal, however, is to prevent activity which could endanger citizens on the new colony. They claim the scientist was using his own body for experimentation. The group destroyed all volatile materials as part of their arrest and has brought the scientist to the doors of a local prison. We are going to apprehend the scientist. Krunkspleen asks, if I beat up the coral, do the aliens get mad? Yes, they do. I'm going to apprehend the scientist because it continues towards purity or supremacy. I am planning on rushing for academies, so I'm going to have a fair bit of supremacy experience anyway. This is going to help me out. News update. Dangerous scientist apprehended. We are hearing now that colony officials have taken custody of Dr. Pierre Petrillo. A government spokesperson had this to say. There's a place for this sort of experimentation, but it's not near the home of unsuspecting citizens. Further, altering the human form to survive in this toxic environment is a perversion we cannot encourage. We will construct a facility to carefully dispose of this material before it can do any real harm. Thank you. Could have been a newscaster in a different life. Study hydrocoral brains! Burp. Oh, there's a nest in there. This is a mess over here. Like a nuke it from orbit kind of mess. It's bad. Give me my worker. The aliens should entirely leave me alone until I hit them. That's been my experience so far. That includes being able to walk right past their nest without them attacking me, as long as I don't attack any of them, even accidentally. The moment I hit one of them once, they'll start defending their nests. Until then, they don't see me as a threat, which I honestly think is pretty cool. Though occasionally the sea dragons do get hungry when they're near me. Just for no reason, because they wanted a snack. What can you do? Alright, now I start building a colonist. Ooh, actually, I should not build a colonist until I get to 3. I know better. Doesn't stop me from derping, but I know better. Study you along the way. A second hydrocoral brain has been found. Comparing its electrical activity to the first site reveals that both specimens are mysteriously in sync. These electrical storms, once assumed to be random, seem to occur in both specimens at the same time. We knew these beings were related to a hydrocoral, but they now appear to communicate with each other. Further study is certainly required. Study 2 more brains. Get it? It's Hydra coral because many heads. It's all one organism. Actually, you kind of learn later that the entirety of the planet and all of the aliens on it are one giant hive mind organism. If you go down the Harmony path. Kinda awesome, really. Apologies if spoilers, but honestly, the game's been out a year now. Diggy dig dig dig. And you are watching a video or live stream of it, so... Oh, it's gonna be 4... Oh, because that alien moved into town, and he's blockading me. Alright, yeah. Nice! A cacophony of noise and a blinding light halts daily life across the globe. An enormous meteor has exploded in our planet's atmosphere. Citizens of every colony watch in wonder as the remaining pieces fall to its surface. Although a shockwave was felt across the globe, reports of damage in the colonies have been mercifully light. Scientists are now measuring trace amounts of nitrogen in the alien atmosphere, suggesting that the meteorite may have brought an abundance of this chemical to the planet. However, responders from the nearest colony are recording high levels of radiation near the largest impact site, preventing further study. While this massive crater may be too dangerous to approach, our planet is now marked by dozens of smaller collisions. Nitrogen is a relatively foreign element on this planet, and our chemists are eager to measure its effects. We should explore these smaller impact sites as soon as possible. Alright. The aliens are poking at me, wondering if I'm a threat or not. Yes! Free level up in an affinity. And a pristine superposition containment device. This alien device prevents the collapse of a quantum superposition. It allows for observation of many possible futures, though that means of operating this device is not completely understood. This alien technology instills a sense of foreboding in many users. Observers have been known to become crippled by sudden indecision. Yeah. For affinity level means I'm going to take my supremacy right off the bat. And that gets us our patrol boats upgraded to cutters. And our soldiers upgraded to marines. Hopefully we can get to supremacy 6 fairly quickly. Alright, do I see any other progenitor-y stuff? Because next turn I give them 3 more expedition things, so they don't need to come back anytime soon. Oh, hey, there's the massive meteorite crater. Looks really cool in my opinion. There's a resource pod floating next to it. I want the resource pods. I want all the resource pods. There's one. How far away are you? 18 turns? Less if I beeline. Okay. If I could just get 3 progenitor artifacts and get a good combo out of them, I would be so happy. Wait, develop my virtue already. Ah! Gonna sneeze. Pardon me. Maybe not. Hooah! Sorry about that. Glad I got the mutant time this time. At least I hope I did. Jowler ball set. Heh. Well, that'd be another coastal position, and it would put me near 12 Firaxite. Who knows what else, though? There's some algae nearby. Some grassland, that's not the worst thing. A bunch of hills, which is not the best thing. Hills in this game are just really not good. Right, I want to settle in the water. You know, I might just drop myself down here and then move into here. I won't have a great city, but I'll have a useful coastal city with 3 plots of grassland and 1 plot of forest fungus grassland right nearby. Yeah, I like that. It's a little further away than I like settling my first city, but we can fill in another one in this area once I scout things out a bit better. Alright, get me that old Earth relic, and then you're going to start building trade bots, and another explorer soon. Nice. Resource pod bonanza over there. This is already going smoother than the previous game. Turn 28 and I don't have a city yet, a second city yet. From what I understand, that's probably not very good, but whatever. Collecting a lot of resource pods, I got a pile of energy. Do I have enough energy to buy a worker? I mean a colonist? I don't think I do. 390, I'm not that far off. Only 10 turns. Could buy him the recycler, but nah, we'll be fine. Yeah, we need 150 to upgrade our traits, buddy. You don't know what you're talking about, advisor. Get this coral improved. Or my worker will get ate up because he was outside my territory next to an alien. Well, that's the risk you take, unfortunately. Trying to play friendly with the aliens at first. Your civilians might end up dead. Culture production and 2 science. I like the sound of Shackleton. And you settled on an island out there. Okay, it's not a bad place for you. Might have put a city there, but I'm not gonna now. That's for certain. I guess I'm using my money to buy a new worker. Wow. Xenomap bathhouse. I don't care about that. seemed like a cool idea, but at knowing that they are 200 production, 2 culture, and 100% heal after 1 turn, meh. Though I can build them in every city, and having another culture building for relatively cheap isn't a terrible thing. Hang on, let me take a look at the other culture buildings that are in the game real quick. You are 125 for 2. You are 245 for 2 with bonuses. Yeah, you're 125 for 2 with 2 capital. Terror escapes don't count. Feed site hub 225 for 3 culture, 3 capital, plus 1 science from international city or station trade routes. Yeah. You were 415 for 2. Okay, so 200 for 2 with the full heal tagged onto it. Actually ain't that bad. It ain't that great, but it ain't that bad. Okay, they're unlikely to wander 2 spaces through me. Unlikely, I say. I'm gonna have to build trade vessels because I have not researched the amphibious tech yet. We level up in an affinity and an auratic magnet, a metallic substance which spins violently while in the presence of living things. The spin changes based on the type of life, different individuals, and even in the presence of different behaviors. It is unknown whether the auratic magnet was used to identify individuals in interrogation or for more whimsical purposes. Engineering Git. Oh, there's a kraken nest. I've never actually gotten to explore one of those. I'm excited. There's the other progenitor relic thing. Supremacy, please.
The first.
Getting me to level 2 and upgrading my gunboats to bonus against sea unit cruisers. Choose research. Oh, I thought, what do you mean? I'm getting a free research. How'd that happen? That's awesome. Oh, no, you didn't say free research. You said choose research. Darn. I really think going for planetary survey is a mistake, and I should just do all coastal and aquatic cities and build the vessels. They're a little bit more, but until I can crank that out in 1 turn, it ain't worth it. I'm only getting 5 science a turn at the moment. I do need ecology and genetics. And I'm thinking ecology first. And then we'll go get cognition. And then we're going to take computing. Because I want spies this time. They're darn use. Actually, we're going to change that around. We're going to do ecology, computing, and then go for cognition. Because, in my opinion, computing is just that useful. If you can start stealing science early, it can help a lot when you're actually researching for the academies. Of course, define early, right? This guy is going to be my ticket to meeting the other races so that I can start getting some science and energy going from my trade routes. We're going to make minimal use of internal trade routes this game. The primary focus will be on external trade routes. Ooh, that might change things. See what the combos give us. Xenomass Bathhouse, Xenomass Bathhouse. Drone Command. Work 2 more tiles than a city has citizens. This is one of the most awesome buildings you can get, because for the cost of 200 production or around 1,000 energy, you get to basically add 2 population to your city. It's phenomenal. That we're going to do right away. And the extra culture certainly helps. Now, do I care about the free colonist at all? I need 4 more in 1, and I need 3 in knowledge to get out of 1. But both directions, actually all 4 in 1 are worth it. Yeah, okay, I don't actually care about, I'm gonna try something weird and avoid homesteading help. Well, homesteading's pretty nice if I'm gonna be founding like 7 or 8 cities. That 30% ends up meaning a lot. We're taking it. We're going for the free colonist because I could use it. Quest log updated. Oh, for your eyes only. Research computing! I need to build a recycler. How much is one of those? 320. Okay. Won't be long then. Resource pod detours. There's a pod on land. Why can't my boat walk? Alright, we will keep the old Earth relics free of corporate influence to give them extra culture points. You just launched a thing.
이렇게 방문해 주시니 영광입니다.
Nice.
세심한 배려로 모두 번영할 것입니다.
Koreans are not a bad thing to have. I'm actually looking forward to playing as them sometime. Sometime soon, I hope. Ooh, meteorite crater. That's also worth detouring for. Scanning for pod. You know what? There is a person over here I haven't met yet.
Sputnik, Slawiańska Federacja pozdrawiaje Ciebie.
Ah, hello Kozlov. I have now met you. Life is grand. There is a Kraken near my outpost. My outpost gets wiped out by the Kraken. I am going to be upset. Things are going so well. That is just not allowed. No. Ooh. I see a double titanium spot where I can settle next to eggs for food. Alright, we're sending him over here. Will that be too close, though? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be alright if I settle aquatically. Which, honestly, I want that 24 Phyraxite anyway. Fortunately, that means I don't get to settle next to the eggs. That's fine. Stay away, scarabs. Stay away. I have been nice to you so far, aliens. Don't eat the colonist. Thank you. Best decision for trade depots. We will streamline them for trade so they get 1 production, because 1 energy will never compete with 1 production. Oh good, there's a psycho alien wolf beetle between me and where I want to be. Hopefully he goes away. Never mind, he's already got an outpost going this way. If I settle up where I want to, I am going to begin an inevitable war. That is just... war will happen with Kozlov. So I can either do my best to avoid it by not settling in his threat zone. Oh, there's titanium right over here. Yep, alright. That tears it. We're going to grab the trade thing now, so that people start throwing 3 political capital a turn at me. And so that later, I can extract massive amounts of cash and science from them. Because Hutama... The crap's my name? Yeah, Hutama. He gets all that... I'm probably mangling the pronunciation on that, by the way. I recognize this and accept it. He gets all of the trade routes. It is glorious. That is a lot of Phyraxite. But we're going this way. Hey, what do you know? Someone already wants to take me up on the offer. Imagine that. Oh, nice. That research finished off ecology. I wish I'd known it was going to be a resource pod. I could have swapped to computing and gotten a lot more out of it. But whatevs. If I really wanted to play efficient, I would have swapped anyway on the chance it could have been. Why, thank you. See, I don't know what it is, but they are suckers for the black market diplomatic agreement. Everyone wants to pay me 3 diplomatic capital a turn. I have not found a single other trait that I like in the game with an agreement that the AI likes that much. It's crazy. I'll be getting an extra 6 to 24 well, 6 to 18 certainly per turn for the entire game out of that one agreement. If I had any idea why, maybe I could find a different one that would do just as well. Where I actually liked what I get out of it a little more. You know, they like me putting an outpost where I was going to put it, and the suggestions actually don't usually lead you that wrong. They're usually pretty good. I think this suggestion is coming from having 12 titanium within 2 squares, having all that Xenamass right there, which if I get the right tech, I'll be able to gobble a ton of food out of that. Right now I'm not really producing tech. I'm only getting 5 a turn. Have been for 40 odd turns now. Need that to change, huh? My explorers are doing the real research at the moment. That's why I like to have 3. But I decided to try 2 this time. And it seems to be working reasonably well. I'm not really sure it's the best option. Oh, nice. Jimboomba is a city. Well, we're going to give you 1 round of trade route, Jimboomba, because you need the production boost, especially early on, while you get yourself a trade depot built. And I'll be able to get you a worker in 2 turns. That'll do. Meet my worker. Already ate 1. Yup. He's already mad because I'm putting up too many colonies. I have more cities than him now, so he's angry with me. Basically, I'm saying he's a bitter, jealous man. Whoa, Brazilia's the one that's expanding quick. You worried about them, not me. Well, I gotta find a better way to do that. Hey, Nightbot, why are you not responding? There we go. Alright, it's been about 45 minutes and about the first 50 turns. I think that we're going to wrap up in just a second here.
Venez, mettez voilaises.
For the YouTube audience, you'll see more in the next video. For the stream audience, I'm going to be taking a short break to refill my giant tank of water and tuck a polycat into bed. And once these tasks are complete, I shall return to begin part 2 of this live recording. To make my life simple, I am just going to shut the stream down for the moment so that I can export straight from Twitch into YouTube. I haven't received any complaints about that yet, but then again, I've only just started doing it, so I haven't given people time to complain either. Diggy dig 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 dig. No, 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 this is mine. Go away. Find your own. Not yours. Jerks. Let's see if they take it from me. You still need more. Okay. Ah, man, all of these trade vessels, like 30 turns of building trade vessels. It hurts me on the inside, but it's so worth it, especially in this one I get to send to my most lucrative foreign trade partner. That'll be great. Good. Good. Franco-Iberian explorer. My progenitor ruin. Dig, dig, dig. Alright, so 50 turns in under 50 minutes. Thanks once again for joining me. Thumbs up if you like it. Tell me what you liked about it. Hit dislike if you don't. Tell me what you'd like to see me do differently or better. Anything except don't play this game. I like it too much. And I'll see you next time.
The personality traits you currently have don't seem as useful.